Okay, here we go, people. We are on the road to 100 subs. Holy shit. I can't believe it even. We went from 16 subs last night to 90 plus tonight. We're at 93, 94, something like that right now. It is 11:30 on the West Coast. Come on, people. I just dropped live. I said I was going to go live at midnight for the 100 plus run, but it was moving so fast. I couldn't even fucking be here. I could not be here. It's insane. I love you people so much. I can't even describe it. My nipples are hard. My nipples are hard. Holy shit. It might be because it's chilly. It is like 45 degrees outside right now, but still, holy shit. I can't even explain or describe or express the appreciation and love that I have for everybody that has stepped up and done the job tonight. I know that you probably aren't going to see me right now because it's super late at night and I'm probably just yelling at myself right now, but holy shit. Come on. Road to 100 plus. Let's go. I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to keep this rolling. I got packing to do. I'm trying to get the fuck out of here. We got 30 minutes till midnight. We got 30 minutes till midnight on the West Coast. And then all bets are off. But right now, let me double check. Right now, is it 90 something? Yeah, it's been really fucking insane. I couldn't even I saw earlier tonight. I had like 38 or 39 subscribers at like 6:30 or 7:30 or 8:30 or something. I don't know. I've been drinking for a minute. But it went from 30 to 60 in like an hour, and then now all of a sudden it's at 95. I just can't. 96. We're 4 away, people. We're 4 away. Come on. We can do this. We got this. 4 away. We're 4 away from 100 subscribers. Oh my God. I don't even know what I'm going to do for 100 subscribers. I love you guys so much. I can't even handle it. I want you guys to be here. Where are you at? I know I said midnight. I said midnight is going to be when we start the stream for 100 subs, but I started looking and I was like, there's no way that we're going to be able to start streaming at midnight and not be at 100 subs, because right now we're at 96, people. We're at 96. And I know there's nobody here. Nobody's listening to me. That's fine. I'm okay with that. I'm used to yelling and ranting and screaming at myself. I talk to myself all the fucking time. Anybody who listens to my podcast, anybody who listens to my streams, anybody who listens to my shorts, they all know Joe Bags yells at himself more than he yells at anybody else. And he yells in the ether all day long. But Jesus Christ, man, right now we are at 96. We are 4 away. Let's go. We got this. I know I'm telling nobody to subscribe, even though I'm telling everybody to subscribe. Let's go. Hit that button. Hit that like. Hit that button. I need this. God, you guys are saving my life right now. You don't even know it. You're giving me purpose. You're giving me direction. Oh, let's go. We got Mariners baseball coming up in about 15 hours. Oh, it's going to be a beauty. I can't wait to see Kirby pitch game 3. I can't wait to see Castillo pitch game 4. I would love Kirby to not have to pitch at all. But I'm not going to lie. If I wouldn't say I would love to see him in game 5. Let's go. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a blast. We're at home for the next 3 games. The Raiders play the Chiefs this coming Sunday, and that is, I don't expect the Raiders to win. I just don't. I only get one thing this year. That one thing is not my marriage. That one thing is not my football team. You know what that one thing is? That one thing is the Seattle Mariners going to the fucking World Series for the first time in all our lives. I don't know if anybody out there is as old as I am, but I was there in 95 when we were a game ahead in the playoffs and fell behind. I was there in 97 when we were a game ahead and fell behind. I was there. I've been there all 4 other runs. This is the 5th time we've gone to the playoffs. And this is the first time in all the times that we've gone to the playoffs and it felt like we had a real team, the whole team that was ready to go, that was ready to put this one together. We were ready. We got Cal Raleigh catching and doing what Cal Raleigh does. We got Josh Naylor stepping up and being clutch when he has to be. We got Jorge Polanco being Mr. October. Holy shit. If Cal Raleigh deserves the MVP of the regular season, there is a man and only one man who deserves MVP of the ALCS, and that is Jorge Polanco. Cal Raleigh is a monster. Cal Raleigh deserves all the accolades. But right now, Jorge Polanco is the man who is doing the job. He is the man who is kicking it and hitting it and doing what he needs to do to make sure his team stays alive. Yeah, Julio had a nice home run for a 3-run shot in the last game. But if we're looking at numbers, if we're looking at reality, if we're looking at realistics, we can all say that Julio is a bottom 10, at best, bottom 10 clutch player. Julio and Naylor have shown themselves to be top 5. Julio, I would argue he's top 2, at least top 2 or top 1. Like the shit he's done in this postseason, from the Tigers game where he singled and got the last power play in the 15th inning to close out the fucking Tigers. Holy shit. And then his home runs and his multi RBIs and everything that Polanco has done in the postseason has nearly. You know what? No, I'm going all in. Everything Jorge Polanco has done in this postseason has negated all of the things that he's done wrong in the last year and a half when he was injured last year and he just couldn't do his job all the way up until September. Honestly, September of this year when he really stepped up and he did his job. He's been the clutch player in the playoffs for the Mariners this year. Yeah, we have all of our other guys. Yeah, they all make some plays. But Polanco, old Polo, coming up in the number 4 position batting, has done things in this postseason that if he hadn't have done, we would be in a completely different situation. There's just no question about it. This man has carried us in the postseason. Yeah, Cal's done what he needs to do, and he hasn't done it very well in the postseason. Julio Rodriguez has done what he needs to do, not very well. Naylor stepped up. Gino, we expected a little more out of Gino Suarez, but he's delivering when he needs to on, or what would you call that? I'd call it he's been okay, but again, this is a lot of the lineup we had in 2022 when we went to the postseason. We had Naylor, we had Palolo, we had these guys, and And for the most part, a lot of these guys are hitting a lot better than they had been for a long time. Like, seriously, like what happened this year was exactly what I was hoping would happen. Every other year for the last 4 years, we've watched us have a really good hot streak up until the All-Star break. And then the All-Star break happens, and then we fall apart in September. And it's not pretty. It's like the end of August, beginning of September, like our batting can't hit, our pitching staff just collapses. Like, and it's not like we have the different pitchers. Like, these are the same pitchers we've had for like 3 years. But man, this is our year. This really, really feels like the Mariners' year right now. Like, there's nothing that can stop our bullpen. I know the Blue Jays can hit, but we've shut them down to 4 runs in 2 games right now when they were scoring 10 runs or 9 or 10 runs on the Yankees per game. Per game. And the Yankees are no slouch. Like, I know, well, I say that. I look at their numbers now, and I'm looking at some of their consistency, and like, it seems like Vladdy Jr., if he's not doing well, the rest of the team's not doing well. And that's not the case for the Mariners. Like, we can have a couple of guys, our key players, not do well, and the rest of the team do decently. Like, I'm not saying they'll do great or even well, but they'll do enough to get enough. You know what I mean? Like, they'll scrape it through if they have to. Like, if we don't have Cal hitting the way he should hit, or Polo, God forbid, hitting the way he should hit, we can still scrape enough offense together to get that to get that across the line. I really believe we do. It's hard not to see that. It's really hard not to see that with Curry coming up in the 3rd game to pitch and Castillo in the 4th game. Man, I know the playoffs are weird. I know that weird things can happen. I know you better said as like his like he hadn't had a home run scored off him, the Blue Jays pitcher, in the game 2 since like he came up from AA or AAA even. Like, he's not had a home run hit off of him, and we wrecked him. We absolutely wrecked him last night. And then, like, you just can't see any batting lineup coming against the Mariners pitchers and having a decent night when you have the lineup we've got coming up. And we've given, dude, Bryce Miller in game 1 with that 6 innings was clutch. That was so fucking needed. We needed that to get us through game 2. We expected to lose game 1. Toronto fans, I'm sorry, but like, when we came into that game in Toronto in game 1 and we had Bryce Miller pitching, like, none of us felt good about that. None of us. No, there wasn't a Mariners fan. I don't think I could have found a Mariners fan that would have went, Bryce Miller's pitching, I'm okay with that. He can go 5 or 6. Most of us went, Bryce Miller's pitching, he's going to go 3 or 4. 4. We were looking at the top end of him being 4. And homie went 6. He pitched better than Gilbert, which blows my mind, honestly. Like, nobody on the relief pitching end, like the bridge pitchers, whether it's Bizardo or Vargas or Ferguson or fucking Edward, like there's no reason that Bryce Miller should have pitched the way he pitched and made. he made homie look like a fool tonight. Bryce Miller pitched game one in a phenomenal fashion. And Logan Gilbert, Bryce Miller made Logan Gilbert look like a fucking rookie. He made him look like he belonged in AAA, for fuck's sake. Logan only went 3 innings. Bryce went 6. Tell me how that is not reverse dominance. And I love Miller. But I was stressed. And he went 6. And Gilbert, like when I heard Gilbert was pitching game 2, I felt a load come off of me. And then I watched him pitch the first 2 innings. And I went, he's at 48 pitches before the 3rd inning. How are we going to do this? Thank God Vargas didn't drop the ball. Thank God Eduardo didn't drop the ball. Oh, those two. You know what? Vargas would have been more likely to drop the ball than Hancock. Hancock is a good pitcher. He really is. He's not a good closer if we need him to be clutch in closing. But when you give him a 10-3 lead with 2 innings left, he can pitch. Vargas, on the other hand, you drop him in the 5th inning, and you're like, I need you to carry 2. We didn't even know if he could carry an out. He hasn't been shown that lately. He hasn't shown that he could do that lately. I know he's capable, but the problem is usually when we put Vargas in, we lose half the lead we had, i.e. the Tigers. We had a 8-4 lead on the Tigers. And we put Vargas in, and then it was 8-5. And then it was 8-6. And then it was 8-7 before we decided to do something different. I like Vargas. He's a better relief pitcher than most of the league that they have. And he's not that great. He's just not. Like Vargas, Ferguson, and Hancock is a coin flip. Like he's better than the other two, but I wouldn't. Having to rest a game on that man stresses me out. And the fact that Vargas went 2 innings and then Hancock went 2 innings, and we didn't have to use Spire, we didn't have to use Brash, we didn't have to use Munoz, and it sets us up to come home with some rest on our bullpen. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel like I can take back a little bit of the, I don't want to say hate, because I don't hate these people. Like, there are pitchers and I want to love them, but they aren't doing their jobs. The disappointment, I suppose, the disillusionment, like, it makes me believe that they can be real pitchers still. And that feels like a trap. Honestly, that feels like a trap. It feels like every time these guys make me feel like I can count on them, they're going to throw a game away. And we can't have that right now. This is playoff baseball, baby. We can't have that. We need every ounce of good stuff from our pitchers that we can get. And we need all the offense that our offensive line can deliver. And we need our defensive outfielders playing like video games. I want to see them jumping 3 times as high as they should. I want to see them making plays that everybody would think was impossible. Like, everybody was so impressed about that center field catch versus the left field catch from Robles. But I think Robles' catch was more impressive because he was quicker off the line with it, and he had to be more reactionary to it. Where the center fielder on the Blue Jays team, when he made that catch, yeah, it looked good. It looked like a Robles catch, but he didn't even know the ball was hit to him at the beginning of it, the way he acted. And then he wasn't sure which direction it was going in. And the only reason he made that play look clutch was because he had to make a last minute decision about which way to dive. Where Robles, it was a 1-2 pop. Like, it was a line drive out there, and he had to fucking figure it out right now. He didn't have time to dance around in the sunshine, pick a daisy, and pick his teeth with a hay straw, and whatever the fuck else you want to talk about with country bullshit. It was just like, it was no contest. It was no contest. Rojas had that ball dead to rights, and he had to chase it down. And homie tonight on the Blue Jays in the center field, he looked like he had all day in the world, and he still had to make it look impressive. That's what it felt like to me. It felt like to me like he was trying to do a spectacular move to rally his team as opposed to making a routine out. When anybody else would have made that a routine out. I say that. I'm trying to think back through the replays. Because I say that, but do I actually think it? Is that, see, and this is the problem with people today. We have to go back and remember how we remember things. Because I'm remembering that, and now my brain is like, do you remember it that way, or is that how you want it to be? And that's an excellent question. But anyway, moving on. Right now, it is almost midnight on the West Coast. It is 11:51. We were at 96 subscribers when I started this 20 minutes ago. So we're going to check right now. It is 11:51. It has been 15 minutes. And we are at 101. Officially, people, we cracked 100 subscribers at 11:50. And that's why I couldn't wait. I was trying to wait. I wanted to wait until midnight to start streaming, but I looked at my sub count and I went 96 and it's 11:20. I can't wait. We are now at 101. It is 11:52. Holy shit. You people, man. You people are driving. You people are crazy. You people are nuts. I just can't even fucking imagine it. That's not true. I can. I totally can. And I know that nobody's watching me and I'm ranting myself, but right now I have 100 subscribers, and that is 1,000% more than I had last night. That's crazy. That's nuts. I love you people. I love you with all my heart. I'm going to keep doing this every day now because you have like tapped into my dopamine centers right now. Every time I see that number go up, it makes me go, ee. I'm happy. I'm fucking happy. I need this. I don't have anything else to be happy about other than trying to make people happy, and that's what I want to do. And so I'm going to keep doing this. I'm going to be moving. I'm packing. I'm doing all this shit. Right now, I'm not doing anything but talking to you, even though I'm talking to myself. That's fine because nobody else is watching. But eventually, I'll have some people watching whenever I'm here, and that'll be great. I'll love it, and I'll yak all day long to them. And that's fucking what I do. I haven't done a lot in here. I've done some packing. I've packed some boxes up. I've got a lot of stuff out of here. I've got some furniture out. Man, 101. That's absolutely fucking wild. I never in like, because I've been trying to do this for a minute and it's taken me 3 years to get to where I'm at right now. And like, I went from 3 years with 15 subscribers for the last maybe year or so, and overnight I've got 100. I love you people so much. I love you guys. I'm going to be here. You can hear my drunken ass every night that there's a Mariners game or a Raiders game or, you know what? Shit, any game at this point. I'm going to keep doing it. I don't even know who's playing. I don't know who's on the teams that are playing, except for my teams and maybe the Seahawks because Mama loves. You know, I don't want to pay attention to them right now because bitch, but I'm going to pay attention because they're my mama's team too. And if I can't have my football team win, I'd gladly have hers win again. The Raiders have had their time in the sun. They've had a few Super Bowls, even if I wasn't alive for them. There's the Seattle Seahawks. They've done their job. They went in the Russell Wilson era. I was there and cheering them on just as hard. And I was there for the Matt Hasselbeck loss and Mike Holmgren and all of that jazz. Like I know a lot about the Seahawks because I grew up with them with my mom, but I also know a lot about the Raiders because I grew up with them with my dad. And I've always been a Raiders fan for my dad and a Mariners fan for my mom, and the Seahawks have always kind of taken a back seat. Not that that's their fault. Like they just didn't have the team when I was younger, and I didn't care about them because like our team was like even if the Raiders were losing in the 80s, man, we were still making people afraid of us because nobody wanted to play us. Even if they knew they were going to lose, they knew they were going to lose 3 players too. And that's just how that shit worked. So that's kind of why I loved the Raiders as a young kid because like it was like it didn't matter if we won or lost. It was like you were gonna pay too, and I'm always kind of been vindictive that way. I don't want to be, but life kind of sets you up sometimes, and then it reaffirms everything when you get divorced after 20 years. But what do you do? I'm going to keep cheering for the Raiders, whether they win or lose. I'm going to be sad when they lose, and you're going to see me yelling and screaming probably. And there's going to be some times when I'm streaming and I'm not going to be able to finish a stream because I've got shit to do or I just can't handle it anymore. You're just going to have to let me have that. You're just going to have to let me have that. There's only so much that a human being can take before they break, you know what I mean? And to have life stress and sports stress at the same time, sometimes it's really hard. And I haven't had to experience that in a long time. And now I'm dealing with the stress of my team not doing well and maybe doing well, but like stressing me out because they might not do well. And I don't know. And just the rest of life is a bitch, and then you die. So fuck the world. Let's get high, party hard, rock and roll. Fuck them all. Smoke a bowl. And that's my motto. One day at a time, right, people? That's what they keep telling me. But until you get back on track, you can't take one day at a time. It's all kind of just jumbled into one day until everything gets sorted out. That's kind of how it's felt. Like ever since everything happened, I really feel like it's all been one day. And now tomorrow is tomorrow and we have to be ready for tomorrow. And I'm not. Neither of us are. Not really. Everything's a mess. And that's not her fault either. Like everything kind of got piled on all at the same time, and like she wasn't ready to be told that she had to have everything ready to be able to be appraised by like the end of the week. Like it just wasn't in the cards for her either, and she felt bad having to put me into that. But like we're all doing what we can do. I don't hold her to fault for that. I hold her to fault for wrecking the rest of everything, but not for this. Like, this is not her fault. She's doing the best she can. We're doing the best we can. Man, And I know probably nobody wants to hear me rant about how I'm getting ready to be divorced and moving to another place, but there's not a lot else to talk about other than sports. And I'll talk about sports all day right now. I love the Mariners. I love the Raiders. You know what? I'll probably even be getting into the Kraken pretty soon because I got nothing better to fucking do. And the Kraken is a Seattle team. Hockey, let's go. I don't know a lot about hockey, but I think I should learn. I think I can learn. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. That might not be a this year thing. That might be a next year thing. We'll see where we're at. Right now, I feel like I keep saying this kind of stuff, and then I'm like, oh my God, I'm piling so much shit on my plate. I can't say I can commit to hockey yet. I would love to commit to hockey. I want to see blood bounce off the ice as much as anybody else. But we're already rolling. We're already rolling right now. We got baseball finishing up, and then we got football season full swing. And that's the problem. Hockey is like right in the middle of football, and it has a schedule like baseball. They play like 100 plus, 150 plus games too. So that's kind of stupid. Unless you think about it. It's only stupid until you realize hockey is Canadian football with weapons. You can't say it's Canadian football because that's rugby. Yeah, well, not until you pick up a stick. Now it's American. Holy crap. It is chilly. I'm going to have to put a sweater on. I wonder if homie's up yet. Or ready yet. Can't even believe this. Here it is, midnight. Ready? 104. It is 12:01 on the West Coast. We have 104 subscribers. Let's go, people. I can't even tell you how much I appreciate all of this. I've literally went from 16 to 104. All right. I'm going to quit streaming now because y'all broke my expectations in 10 minutes. And I'm going to cry. That's just not something I can do on stream. I'm very emotional right now. I can't even. You guys are too much. You guys are too much. I'm going to fan myself like an old Southern lady because I just can't. I'm all kinds of fucked up right now because you guys rock. You guys rock so much. I have to stop this and drop a short because people aren't watching my streams. They're watching my shorts right now. But Jesus, man, thank you guys so much. I appreciate you so much. We're going to be here through playoff baseball. We got 8 o'clock p.m. tomorrow night, 8:08. And then we got 7 something on Thursday night. Guys, I can't even tell you how much this means to me. This means so much. And I'm going to go make a little video and because you all need this. You all need to see this right away. Oh my God. Everything's catching up to me so much. Okay. That's Joe Bags. We'll see you at 8:08 p.m. for the first pitch from Kirby. Let's go. I love you guys. I love everything that you guys do for me, and I appreciate you guys so much. From the West Coast for another 8 days. Joe Bags out.